Here we go. That's telling us it's got started. Just 3, 2, 1 me. Do you remember Ted Rogers? Do you?
It's actually really bright. It's been
The sun's there.
down all day, and now all of a sudden the sun's come out. So
It's really bright. But do you remember Ted Rogers? 3, 2, 1. We used to go 3, 2, 1.
I've no idea what you're on about.
See.
Most of the time I just screw with him, but I don't know what he's on about.
Well, it was Ted. Well, I think it was. I might have it all wrong, so I better shut up because I look like a right Wally, which wouldn't be the first time, would it?
It wouldn't.
Anyway, we are bringing you, and I do a special thanks to Paul Greenwood because he sent these down.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Along with some other things, and this is obviously a brewery that Paul knows. I've heard of Weetwood, but I don't believe I've had anything from them. We're going to do 2 off together. Michelle concentrated on a Vienna lager, 4.8% ABV, and I'm going to go on the Pilsner, 4.2. Both, as I say, brewed in Cheshire. Do you want to read the back of your one first?
Okay. Vienna malt partners with whole leaf noble hops, and they happily waltz along together with soft Cheshire water to create this traditionally brewed premium lager. Biscuity malt flavours balanced nicely with subtle bitterness.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. I mean, a Vienna lager. I always think of it more full on with the malts, but something. What did I read earlier? I think I sent it to you. Where are we? It was something that from copper to reddish in colour. The beer is characterised by malty aroma and a slight malt sweetness. Now, I always thought I had quite a lot of sweet malts, and then it went to the darker level, and then it's something that comes way back from 1841, and that says a heftier maltiness and the characteristics of an English ale because of the red ale and that, and the red. For
me, I when I think of a Vienna lager, it would be slightly darker in colour, reddy amberish kind of colour.
The red on that.
Quite a nice thick kind of malty taste to it with a slight bitterness on the end.
I mean, it's kind of like Liverpool versus Man City because of the red and the blue. And Paul obviously coming from Manchester, I better make sure this one wins. Right, this one clean, crisp and totally chilled, authentically brewed in keeping with lager tradition using high quality barley, Saz and Pearl hops, soft Cheshire water and a genuine lager yeast, chilled for at least a month in the tank before it's released to maximise flavour. Sounds pretty interesting. We're established independent Cheshire brewery with a popular award-winning range of premium lagers. That's to the enjoyment of life. 500ml bottles as well, which is always good. Otherwise,
they are a nice size bottle, aren't they?
They're your proper bottle, like if you're getting your German beers off, say Marcus in Redneck's Barn, and that's how you kind of one thing. Obviously, we don't have the Weetwood glasses. Yeah, no, I did put that up earlier. Yeah, nice. Which is always a good sign. I did put it up earlier, but I don't know if the camera picks it up correctly. There you go.
Good stuff.
Oh, I'm not. You know, I'm not one-dimensional.
Wow. I didn't say anything.
Did you see that? Look. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. So, here we go on the pour, people. Oh, that's lively. Look at that. Lovely, jubbly. So, we have a nice exclusive German head. Both of us.
So, yeah, looking at these, good colour from both of them.
I'll get some of
Totally what I'd expect there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yep, and yours is that slightly more reddish colour than mine, which was the general feel of it. It's just I always thought it was a sweeter malt on them, but then what I've read today is kind of saying that I got that wrong. Well, I haven't got it wrong. I'm never wrong, but right. So, well, I'm never wrong. Of course, I'm not. Good God, no. I've just been talking to my friend. He's doing the dishes, isn't he? He's not really my friend. Someone I know.
That smells really good. There's a slight bit of zestiness there that I wouldn't be expecting from the aroma from this. It smells nice.
Yeah, it's kind of like a. I'd go as far as to say a darkish type of fruit, more than the citrus. And that's got your more Pilsner smell.
I'm going along with a more
Yeah, but you're a woman, so you know.
zesty kind of smell. Okay, let's go in and try this one and see what we actually get on the palate.
At 4.8% ABV. I'll try this one. I'll go along with you there.
Okay, yeah. That is good. That's what I'd expect. It's a nice full-on malty taste, quite bready. There is a little bit something there that I could pick it up in the aroma, and I'm kind of picking it up on the palate as well. Not quite sure I can totally describe it, but it's adding a really nice dimension to the flavour in this. And you've got that subtle bitterness on the end. So you've got your nice full-on malt at the beginning and a nice subtle bitterness at the end, and something that I can't put my finger on in the middle.
Well, I've got my nice maltiness here, but what I've got at the end is a proper Pilsner bite here. And yes, this is quite light-bodied. Don't get me wrong, it's 4.2%, but it's not watery in any way. I did fear when I looked at the volume, I thought, oh, could be a little bit watery. It's not. It's got the flavour coming from the malts and that, and obviously the barley.
I'm really liking the way that is growing. There is a flavour that's coming through on the back end of this, and it's leaving such a pleasant taste, aftertaste for me. You've got the lovely malts, then you've got the slight bitterness. It's almost like a jammy kind of marmalade taste in the middle, and that is really lingering on the palate at the end. Really nice, that. I'd like that.
Yeah, good on you. And that as well, as I start to get into it, it's got the zestiness on the end. It's got a lovely Pils bite. The 4.2 is carrying off on every level, isn't it?
At 4.2, that you would risk that being a little bit watery. It's not. It's pulling it off.
Yeah, you can tell that's much more in depth. Yeah. Obviously, I get that. But yeah.
Are you picking up on that fruit, or is it just me?
No, it's a fruit. That's got the zestiness feel to it. And I'll say the thing about that is this is the sort of beer here that you could sup all day. Couldn't you? You could sup that all day. And it does have
easy drinking, yeah.
It does have the bite. It does have the zestiness at the end. That's why I didn't want to drink too much of that, because I'm kind of...
Sometimes when you see something that's got a little bit of a lower volume in it, like 4.2, you're thinking, oh, is this just going to be something that's a little bit watery and not got a lot to it? Not got a lot of flavour to it or anything else. But this is actually really holding its own.
Yep, look at the head again. Nice thick head, small bubbles, sign of a good beer, as the professionals say. But I'll tell you what, I'm pleasantly surprised with that. I'm, as I said earlier, I did look at it and I thought, oh, 4.2, is it going to be that light one? Not that I mind a light beer now and again. There's a time and a place for everything. Whether it's this, whether it's Bud Light, whether it's no matter what. But that's holding its own. It's holding its own in a way that it's actually quite tasty. You know, if you saw that on the pump when you're out all day, you'd be thinking, oh, I don't know if it even is on the pump. I don't know anything about it.
It would be a good sessionable beer, wouldn't it?
You're in a pub, you're out on an all-day session, you're meeting your mates at 12 and you're thinking, it's just going to be a long day if I'm not careful. The first thing you look at is if there's a decent beer between that 4 and that 4.5%. But it's got to be something that you can drink because you're talking away.
Yeah. You don't want something that's just tasting like
Carling, that you just got to...
Yeah. That has got a really nice flavour to it.
Mm.
It's got really nice breadiness to the malt. You're getting that kind of sweetness. I don't know if anyone's ever done this, because when I talk about breadiness with beer, it has to be, take a little bit of bread, and especially like white bread and things like that. Once you break it down, you get a sweetness coming off that bread. That's what you're getting from this.
Yeah, there is a lovely sweetness.
There is
a
subtle sweetness that's coming from that malt that is a little bit bready, and try it, see if you find the same thing. Yeah, there's definitely something in there, a little bit like marmalade, halfway, just really subtle, giving it a nice little bit of, for me it's a little bit of sweet zestiness. Just finishes off really nice with the slight bitterness at the end. It's a really nicely balanced out beer.
they both delivered, which is absolutely great. It's always great, you know. You always panic. Well, I panic, not so much you, but I panic that with UK breweries I can be a bit, and I'm really trying this time, haven't I? Absolutely fantastic, as I said, to Paul to send them down.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of Weetwood, but I don't know anything, as I say, really about them.
It's always great to be able to try something different.
Yeah, and especially when it's good that you can recommend. So you haven't got to play it down and
Yeah.
say, well, it's all right, but it's not for me. It's the easy way out of that now. That, for a 4.2 Pilsner, is up there with them.
When you look at this, actually, they're not trying to be fussy or fancy with their packaging or anything else. They're just saying, this is our beer, try it and see what you think. And I think that's actually a good thing, because what they're actually producing, what's coming out of the bottle, it doesn't need any fancy packaging. It's a really nice beer.
Yeah, it's straight on the level. It is what it is. It's telling you where it's brewed, it's telling you what it is, it's telling you the volume. You've got a little write up on the back.
Yeah.
You know, oh, we love the Hackney Church cans, don't get me wrong, because they go right into their graphics, but sometimes the point blank ones are bingo. And I had a feeling about this, didn't I, when I looked at it? Because blue and white is also the top on colours if you go on both of our shorts and our shirts. But it was just like, I'm getting right into my Pilsners. Obviously, if you know me, a lot of you that will watch this will know me in a way. I know that predominantly I'm a Weizen beer fan, but I've got right into Pils lately and right into lagers again, which is really good, isn't it? I don't know, for whatever reason. I say, and I love it when they're like a little bit lower, especially if you've got a heavy day ahead.
Yeah.
Night, because you can get stuffed, you know. It's all right drinking your 5.5 and that over the course of 4 or 5 pints. If you've had another one, then you would have something like that.
These wonderful, complex, higher ABV beers are very, very good, but sometimes if you're going to be on a session, you're not going to be able to session them. It's just impossible. So something a little bit lighter, as long as it's got some good flavour in there, is what you're looking for.
That's why I didn't go too much on yours, because otherwise your palate's trying to adjust to that, and it's readjusting, and then it's... But what I'm getting on that now, the more of it I drink, the more the zestiness on the back end with your Pilsner bite.
There was nice zestiness to that.
Yeah. It was really got a nice zestiness right on the back end. You're getting your Pilsner bite. What I like about that is you're getting a proper Pilsner bite. It's not too bitter, but it's there.
It's there.
And it's there. It's well and truly there. So you know
you can really pick that out and say, yeah, that's.
Yeah. If you were blind testing now, you'd know you're drinking a Pilsner, not a Helly's. Like half the time, with certain ones, even big brown ones, which I won't go into on this, but.
Yeah.
You struggle with it. I don't know. Sometimes it's just, as we say, so many of us, a subjective opinion. I get that, but there's certain beer by certain big players that are not quite what they say, and that's obviously just my opinion, which I said right from day one with a certain beer that I actually really love, but I still don't view it as a proper Pilsner. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think again, most people watching will probably know as well. But yeah, these are both definite yeses.
Yep, they do exactly what they say on the bottle, and they're doing it well.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're good. If you come across these guys, I'd recommend you give them a try.
Yeah, definitely, as I say, and that, as we start to get warmer here now, is going to get even better.
Yeah,
because it is that summer drink. Like I say, you can see, as I say, if you look at it, shush you please, PD's getting jealous. I haven't paid it any attention today. Yep, you can see it's crisp, clean, and it is quite light, but that's the whole idea. These you could...
Yeah.
And you're not going to get...
You're not going to get yourself in too much.
Well, not as quick, in a way. That would be the main thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right, what can I say? Thanks again, Paul, for watching.
Yeah.
Done the city thing. You'll see the
It's
city
little
thing.
beers.
You'll see the city thing on the thumbnail, won't you? The SJ design, but Simo would blame me. And in my opinion, City's beaten Liverpool. So there you go.
They're good beers.
But yeah.
Sentiment.
Bonjour.
Bye.